Here, he has 250 separate editions of Dracula. This is nice. Earth from the Grave of Vlad the Impaler. He was the bloodthirsty Romanian who inspired Bram Stoker to write Dracula. When Forrest went to an H.G. Wells lecture in 1938, he expected someone with the resonance of, say, Orson Welles.
I didn't see anybody recording his voice, and I thought, well, I better remember what he sounds like for posterity. So as best as I can reproduce it, he said, "I am going to talk to you for about an hour. Today, east is west, and west is east, and they are coming together with a bang." And indeed, east and west did collide a couple of years later, and unfortunately, we're often running into our war with Japan.
For years, Forrest Ackerman brought horror to America's heartland with his magazine, Famous Monsters of Filmland. He still receives hundreds of letters monthly, which he answers all himself. His typing never slowed by those two heavy rings.
This is Bela Lugosi's personal Dracula ring, and Boris Karloff, when he played Imhotep, the 3,700-year undead mummy film with the same name, that was his scarab ring.
Forry, who says he's seen probably every science fiction and horror film made, calls Lon Chaney Sr.'s Phantom of the Opera his favorite performance.
Despite all of the advances they've made in makeup, it seemed out of that simple little makeup box, Lon Chaney was so far ahead of his time, he's really never been equaled.
Usually a lover of things that go bump in the night, one can't help but notice pictures and posters of a certain star Forrest has had a crush on since he was 15. Monsters everywhere, Forrest, but I keep seeing this blonde every...
Oh, you mean the Blue Angel, Marlene Dietrich?
Uh-huh.
Yes, well, there's a pair of her shoes right here that she wore in one of her films, A Foreign Affair.
Right next to the life masks of...
Yes, of Karloff and Lugosi, and matter of fact, there's myself when I was alive.
Just when you think this sci-fi scholar and prankster has shown you everything, he dons Lugosi's cape from the original Dracula and enters yet another world.
How did you welcome?
He calls it Grizzly Land, where Forry keeps his most grisly props.
365 days a year, a little house of horrors.
300,000 items, and Forrest J. Ackerman swears he knows where 299,000 of them are. His most recent acquisition, this Grim Reaper statuette, signifying his induction into the Horror Hall of Fame. Any chance this 75-year-old lover of monsters and Marlena will stop collecting? Stop being Mr. Science Fiction? Forget it.
Since I don't drink, smoke, or dope, my greatest failing is seeing films. Once saw 356 in a single year. I wouldn't dream of retiring.
Only in Hollywood, I'm Peter Jones.